This is Rematch, a game from the creators of Sifu that combines FIFA with Rocket League, in my mind anyway. Today we're going to be going through what Rematch is, how it's played, and what we can sort of look forward to in the future. So even though Rematch feels like a mix of Rocket League and FIFA, I have to say, it doesn't play anything like it. Big thank you to Slowclap for giving me some beta keys for me and my friends to give this game a go. I may have some spare keys to give away, stay tuned until the end of the video. So to begin with, what is Rematch? Rematch is a fast-paced, physics-based, third-person view football game, essentially. It's created by Slowclap, the developers that actually made Sifu as well. A game that I've actually tried myself. Honestly, if you haven't tried Sifu, give it a go. It's a lot of fun. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about Rematch, and it's a mix between like an arcade sort of game and also somewhat competitive as well. Let's compare it quickly. It's like a mix of FIFA goal-like scoring and also the chaos you get in Rocket League as well. So how is it played? You have a stamina bar, obviously, which depletes over time. You also have like a little boost. You can tackle, header, slide tackle, and of course shoot. And I have to say the sort of differences between defending and attacking, nothing feels imbalanced. Again, I'll go into that a bit more when I'm giving my thoughts on the game. So you've got Quick Match, which is broken into two different options. You've got 4v4 and a 5v5. So 4v4s, you've got a lot more space, obviously, and it's said that you play this to sort of lock in your positioning. You know, get a bit better at that. And in 5v5, obviously, it's going to be a bit more chaotic.
Oh,
I'm scoring this.
Shoot, shoot,
no,
shoot,
no,
shoot.
no.
Go!
Do it!
Give me the ball,
Less room to move, but it's going to improve your decision making. On top of this, you've got ranked as well already, which is a good sign in a beta. So we'll go on to my own thoughts on the game so I can talk a bit more about each thing more in depth, let's say. In the first few matches that we played, we were bad. There is a tutorial when you load this game up, but I just can't really get on with tutorials personally. I just rather just figure it out as I go. And I will say in the first couple of games that we played, yeah, there isn't much difficulty in picking up the controls. Now, did it feel balanced? I'd say yes. I didn't have many problems with matchmaking. There's nothing really for me to say about that. You know, shooting felt fine. There is one thing I would say, and that slide tackling feels a little bit broken. I don't know, it feels like you can just spam that and eventually you're going to get the ball. So maybe they could look into that a little bit. Maybe make it so that it costs more stamina to do so. But yeah, overall, it was a fun experience. It didn't feel like anything was really that broken. Like I said, I played a mixture of quick match and ranked. Both felt the same sort of competitiveness. So eventually we just played ranked consistently. And yeah, the matches weren't too bad. For a very early beta, obviously this game is coming out in 2 months. So they've got quite a lot of time to polish things. There was no glitches. There was a lobby glitch that we'd get where it would say one of our players have left but still in the lobby. You have to just do a little restart. That was the main glitch that we came across, which was slightly annoying having to restart to fix it. But yeah, it wasn't really anything game breaking. So what works in Rematch and what needs work? So my own personal opinion, I like that it's fast paced. You know, the games are quick. Matchmaking doesn't take any time at all. It's balanced so far. Again, just the slide tackling might need a little tweak, but overall everything else feels balanced. It doesn't feel broken. Another key point in this beta, which I found works so well with Rematch, is the customization. You instantly start creating your character as soon as you get into this game, and you already feel connected. You feel at one. You know, this is the guy or girl that you'll be playing with, climbing all the way to Grandmaster Div 1, or whatever the max like rank is. No, but seriously, the customization in this game is brilliant. You can pretty much customize anything. Your hair, beard, skin, clothes. You know, for a football game, the customization is good. It's very good. Another thing that works as well is the sort of link between arcade and competitive. Like, it's a casual game, but it's also very competitive. I found in the first few games, you know, people are trying to get used to the controls, get used to the main mechanics, but it very quickly transitioned into games having a competitive edge. Everyone's trying to like one up each other, trying to like rainbow flick over the next person. It's definitely got potential for, let's say, an esports. I can definitely see this game being very competitive in the future. Now, what needs work? I'll say to begin with, right off the bat, controls. Controls, I feel like you need to be able to keybind. Now, I went through the settings myself and I couldn't see any option to do this. Maybe I'm blind. but I don't think that's an option. It is only a beta, so I can imagine they'd add this later on in the future. We need to be able to keybind our controls. And also a little bit more support for keyboard and mouse. I'd like to give it a go without my entire screen sort of freezing. Now, this doesn't necessarily need work, but the tutorials, there are a lot of them, and there is a variety of them, I'd say, but I don't know how well it sort of translates into like a real game. Like I done the goalkeeper tutorial, and it was just 2 players taking shots at a goal I'm meant to be saving, but the shots between them were a little bit too slow, so it felt like there was so much time to get in goal, be ready, and it felt the shots were a little bit too predictable. So we definitely need some more like high intensity tutorials to really test us. But yeah, the foundations are definitely there. So this brings me on to my next point. Does Rematch have a future? Let's look at replayability. The beta was out for 48 hours, from the 11th of April to the 13th, and in that time I was able to get over 10 hours of gameplay in there. So I would say this game is definitely replayable. There's an urge to keep playing this game, especially with the matches being so quick as well. It feels like you're in one and then you're out, unless you get like 10 minutes of overtime. As I said earlier as well, there is a lot of potential for the competitive sort of side in this game, and I think that's going to help grow this game as well. Like I said in my X Defiant video, a game needs a competitive side of it, like ranked and rewards to keep players coming back to be competitive and to want to get the better of other players. But on that point alone, I think competitive side of it is going to give this game a big future. On the other side of that, it is a bit casual. You know, they don't really go hand in hand, but I'd say there is a big sort of casual side of this. I can see casual players picking this up, giving it a few goes, but I think this is going to be that game where people have the urge to play it, have like a little spree of games. It might not be their main game, but I can definitely see people coming back to it. But it all depends on the developers. We've seen it time and time again, new games coming out these days that instantly get canned after like 4 months or 6 months. No time at all to let the game actually grow and get a bit of a player base. And I can see a lot of potential just by playing this beta. They could add so much. You know, they could follow Rocket League steps, or maybe not exactly, but adding like a rumble game mode with special abilities for the more casual sort of fan base, in-game tournaments, and I can just see a lot more customization being added in the future as well. It has potential, a lot of potential, and I'm optimistic about it. So we'll conclude things off. It's different, and I think that's what makes it interesting. Personally, I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on this game, and I believe there are some more betas to come soon. So if you are interested in giving this game a go, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you want to see some raw gameplay, I made a little video just of that, so check that out if you want a better idea of how the games sort of go and how they're played out. Anyway, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and if you are interested in giving it a go, follow me on Instagram and I'll DM a little code. Farewell.